So here's where now we've got our rehab. It's built into our cost. It says we've got a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,700 square foot, estimated market value 160, ARV is 405, and it fits the 70% spread of $244,000 profit. We now know that we have a cost of construction. So scroll up. We don't know where our max allowable offer is yet. Our max allowable offer is a negative $3,000. If we were to buy this house at 160, put 126,000 in rehab cost, and its ARV and all that, we're going to lose money. Max allowable offer on this deal, all things being equal, the most we would ever offer, Craig, is $155,000. We'll stay below that. So now I go back up. So then you can go to submit an offer.
Wait, can I show them this part too?
Sure. Yeah.
This is one of my favorite parts because it shows what your profit margin of green looks like versus how much you purchased versus how much rehab you put in it. You see, like, so say you bought it at 152, then you put, you know, the 113 in it. That's the numbers of, you see what I mean?
Yeah, the 152.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all the way across, and you know where your profit. So if I ended up putting 160, I'm only going to make 31,000. But if I put in the 126, I'm going to make 71. So.
But if you buy at 184,
yeah,
and then you put in 163, now you're losing the 39.
Now you're losing money. See? So.
How many people did that for so many years without a tool like this?
Without a tool.
That's why I don't understand.
And let the tool sell itself. You have to sell it. You have to explain it. You have to go into great detail, granular detail, so that they can comprehend. You've done real estate,
Yeah,
and you see how many questions you have?
That's what I would bring up while I'm explaining this. Like, before there was something I'm about to show you, we had to manually do this.
Yeah.
We had to
On
run
multiple
our comps.
spreadsheets.
Run comps, you had to go and look at all the different houses, compare them, and by the time I'm done going through this, you're gonna see how accurate and how people were losing money. This would narrow it all the way down to the T.
So one of the number one questions I ask on the webinar is, and you get almost a profound across the board, how many of you found a deal and by the time you were ready to make an offer, that deal was gone? Hands go up. Me. Why? Because it took you hours, days, and weeks to do what we're doing in seconds. Okay? All right, so now that we've determined, we go to submit the offer. We go scroll down and we change our offer to 155.
And this is a cash buying offer.
Always presented as a cash. Okay? And then
They said, well, I don't have the cash. No worries, we got some money for that too.
And then you scroll down and you hit create the letter of intent. Okay? And there's your letter of intent.
Beautiful.
All said and done.
The letter of
Intent.
intent is so you can get it.
So your letter of intent creates interest from the owner. It's not a contract. It's telling them, hey, because I'm going to send out 10 of these a day. If we were to lose everything, I'm going back to real estate. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to wholesale 10, 15 deals a month, and I'm going to send out, I'll probably send out 50 letter of intents a day. That's wholesale. You're done.
Where does the earnest money come in at? Is it going to be in this letter of intent?
No, that's on your PSA, purchase sales agreement.
Now, how do we send this stuff to them?
So now you have all this built into your folder, and now I've got my 20, so we had 94, I spent an hour, I analyzed 25 of them that I like, I have my letter of intent on all 25, now I go to REI print mail, I'm going to bring back who the owners of these 20 properties are. I'm going to go skip trace these addresses and tell you who the current owner is, our last owner is, and you're now going to have to go to work.
That's where we come in and call, hey.
You're mailing out these letter of intents, you're emailing these letter of intents, you're calling them, and when you get a signed letter of intent, then you go into our AI vault and you create the purchase sale agreement, which is the PSA,
Ooh, I got them, I got you right here.
okay?
So, okay, nope.
And that's where you then come up with the earnest money option period and all that. Now, he's like, okay, I sent my letter of intent and I got a seller who's ready to go. Now I want to create my contract.
So
You go into the tools
yeah, so that
and you go and grab from the library. What's your question now?
So what y'all are doing now, this is after the seller agreed that, yes, I'll sell it at this price. This is their next step. They're gonna go and find this contract.
Find the contract and create it and generate it.
What the funding did? Do they?
They don't care.
Do they focus on the funding?
So as
first
a
before they-
wholesaler, you never worry about funding.
You just lock up the deal first.
Unless you're wanting to do the rehab yourself, you never worry about
I see
funding.
what they're doing. So lock the deal up. Then we can go to buyer's list.
And go
Hey,
resell, go wholesale it,
We inflated 10 grand, 15
15,
grand.
whatever you wanna do.
I got a distressed property, but this is what it's going for. And then they say, knock off 5 grand, but I pocket 10 grand, I never even did it.
Never did anything.
Are you kidding?
So I would save your, so dump your letter of intent in there. So you have it saved. Dump it into there, say, create me a purchase sale agreement for this property in these terms. Create a purchase sale agreement for the attached LOI
This dude just showed me how to do wholesaling with the system in like
and make
15
it
minutes.
legal and
I
professional.
spent $50,000 on this.
Why wholesalers love
And
this.
you're saying that we don't gotta ride around neighborhoods and
Did we ride around?
put them big yellow dumbass signs.
No.
Big deal, dumbass signs.
Is, I want a 15-day due diligence, huh?
It's on camera.
What,
I want $1,000 earnest money and $100 option, or $500 earnest money and $100 option fee.
What
And that
does
would
that
have,
mean? Option fee, $100.
so, yep, good question.
I could just ask it. Huh?
So you have two things. You have option period, fee, and you have earnest money, okay? I can't spell. Oops.
disagree.
Oh my gosh. Okay? So, option fee. Let's fix this. It's gonna be $100. Sometimes you can do it for $50. Okay, depends on how desperate the seller is. Your earnest money's gonna be 500 to maybe 1,000, but never a dime over that, okay? This one is all you would ever lose if you don't purchase the property, okay? This is your 10 to 15 day period, okay?
Without a lock up the property.
Well, you locked it up for 30, 45 days, whatever the contract is. But inside this 10 to 15 days, if I decide to walk from it because my rehab is now 200,000, because the foundation, the roof, the HVAC, everything's bad, I want to walk, this is all I'm going to lose, right here. If, after that time, I walk, this is my earnest money, and I don't close, I lose it. But if I walk inside this period, I get 100% of this back. Okay?
Did you just write a check to them?
So you give it to the title company.
Title company.
Yep, it's held at the title company.
Who's the title company?
Usually,
Is it like
the seller,
the government?
no, it's like, it's a third party company. So it's, and usually, we have title companies
You
and
started one
stuff.
of those, right? Yeah.
What?
You say you started one of those?
Yeah, we had a title, I've had 2 title companies.
Okay.
They're basically a third-party escrow company that transacts the legal closing, records it, they're a mediator, so they've got the buyers, they got the sellers, they create the contract, they do a title search, make sure there's no clouds on it, that you're now inheriting
Lien.
debt that liens, debt that shouldn't be yours. That's their job. You put that $50 and you're $500 up with them, okay? This is option fee, and this is earnest money. Okay? And once this period is completed, the seller gets this, okay? So once that 10, 15 days is over, they immediately get that $50. After the closing date,
The earnest money is 500 to 1,000.
yeah, whatever you can negotiate, I wouldn't do it, nobody will take less than 500 and I would never do over 1,000, okay? But here's the glory, here's the glory. As a wholesaler, so I bought this property, here, let's do this right, let's just do a full trial. So, all right, so we bought Main Street, okay? And we purchased it for $150,000, okay? We put up our option money, $50, and we put up earnest money.
And the wholesaler's putting up the 50.
No, this is you. You are the wholesaler, okay? All right?
We put the 50 and the 500 up.
Yep, with title. This is all that title.
But we'll get that back after we.
Now, so we're telling this to our client, you sell this contract. All you have right now is a contract, okay? Let me show you this.
You're selling the contract.
Okay? This is all you own right now is a contract. You sell this contract for $165,000. Okay? You sold that contract, that piece of paper, for $165,000. This guy puts up $500 option money and $1,000 earnest. Okay? You with me? You just got all your money back.
So this
Plus
is,
money.
I'll buy it from $165,000.
Yeah, if he doesn't close, you make $450. Just on the option fee. If he doesn't close,
Okay, hold on, wait. Slow down. We put up 50
yep.
and 500.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we find someone that buys,
Mm-hmm.
and then they end up not closing, how are we getting our money back?
Because he owes you this for that contract.
Oh, because we selling
Add it to the
it.
price.
Are you kidding?
What makes them wanna do
So
500
you
versus
can make
50?
450, you
You
make the deal.
control it.
Okay.
You control it.
Okay, now I'm following. That's the option.
You control it. Yep. So you're never, I mean, this is why you can do 4 or 5 or 6 deals at a time and not ever be out of dime because of the money you're collecting.
So you don't need no damn money to even do wholesaling.
I'm telling you, you guys go put a rain suit on because his head's about to explode when the lights kick
The
on.
guy told me on the phone, I don't have no money. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, you don't need money to wholesale. But in my mind, it's the old school way. I'm judging him. Like, I don't know.
Is Nick gonna be able to clip this? Cause we can send this to the people that's already bought in for
Yeah.
wholesaling.
Yeah.
I don't, okay, I missed the
No, I want to
option
tell
part, I
them.
was
The
starting
way
to
I'm
pull
gonna tell
puppy,
them.
I'm
We've
sorry.
already bought. Oh, people
I
bought.
don't understand the option part, what does $50 do? Is that $50 a month? Or like,
One time
why
for
would
the
anyone
show.
care about $50?
So let me explain that to you.
She's distracted.
Right. So when your client writes a contract on a property,
I'm right there with you.
you have 2 timelines, okay? You have, the first timeline is your option period, okay? Which means for either 10 to 15 days, I get to do my due diligence on the property, okay? And to give me that, I'm going to give you $50. okay,
Option period.
for the option period.
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
2 weeks.
The other thing is your earnest money, which ties up the contract.
Okay.
I'm gonna put up 500 just for tying up the contract.
To make the seller understand I'm serious, and usually this is a 45-day close. Okay, means in 45 days from the contract date, I will close and fund on this property. Okay, and for that,
You're telling
I'm
us
gonna
to
give
the
you,
buyer.
throw this to the seller right now.
So, okay.
I'm gonna give you $1,000. That's my good faith money. It makes the contract binding. Without earnest money, there is no contractual agreement. Okay? Until money transacts,
That tells them I'm not gonna waste your time, basically.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Okay? If within this period, doing my due diligence, I don't like the property, this is all I lose. I get this back. Okay?
Got it.
For taking 10, 15 minutes, taking the property off the market for 10 or 15 days, the seller's gonna get rewarded $50.
Yeah, you can do
All I lose.
inspections, all kinds of
Right.
stuff.
That's why we tell them, and I'm gonna do this next. If after this period, this is gone, the seller gets it, so the seller gets that no matter what, okay? If after that time, I then decide I don't want it, I lose this, and the seller gets it.
45 days.
Okay.
Inside that 40, if I don't ever
We should be
close,
jumping in before
we should already have received money from the buyer, buying the contract from us, that's replacing this.
Now, the buyer's list. Are
That's
we
from the
helping
same
with the
company.
buyer's list?
Same company that gave you the seller's list, gives you the buyer's list.
Now, how earnest are these buyers? Are they?
They're buyers in that area that have bought properties in the past. They're in a buyer's list.
Kurt Bell does that?
Huh? Britmail does that? Yes, sir. Here's the good news as a wholesaler. See, you guys, this is why it's so important that you have a distressed seller.
They run and get rid of it.
They want to get rid of them, they don't care. Okay? So let's just say you're getting close to your 45-day period, you've done the due diligence, the number, oh, that's what it is, so I'll come up with it. You've done your due diligence, you're good to go, so you got it out on the market, and you got a guy that's dragging along, and you're at day 40, you go back to the seller and say, hey, I'm gonna throw another $200 in here, I need to extend this 15 days, 30, or whatever. See, you collected money from him, or from another property, but you're always collecting twice as much as you're putting up, so that you can duplicate this. You got a guy that's on the fence, or his closing's not happening, because these are simultaneous closings. You understand that? You say yes, you do? You understand simultaneous closing? Yes, no? Okay, all right.
Explain it.
All right, simultaneous closing. You are buyer number one, okay? And this is buyer number two, the person you sold the contract to, okay? All you have, you don't own anything but this contract. You absolutely own this contract, okay? Nobody owns anything but this contract. You sold this contract to this person, okay? Everybody with me so far? And you,
One did already.
yeah, you bought this property for $150,000 and you sold it for $165,000. Okay? With me? You don't have 150, right? Right?
It's in
So,
there.
this buyer went to a lender to get his funding. And he has to close at the 165 so that you can take the 150 out of that and net the difference. But it has to have, you can't sell this without owning this, and you can't close it until he closes. So he has to close first, so he'll close first.
That gets you your-
He'll transfer his money to you, then you'll transfer your money to the seller. And the seller gets the 150, you get the difference,
The 15 grand.
okay?
What